Hey guys, so today, after having talked with someone in particular about this and knowing that there are other Liontharians out there, I wanted to make a tutorial or tut about lion roars. So, first off, lion roars aren't exactly what you think of. Lion roars are not the typical, whatever we hear about in childhood, where it's like, oh, lions go roar or whatever. It's a little bit different. So, lions also don't sound like the typical sound that most people think. They don't sound like what we think of, in movies and stuff. And the reason for that is because lions actually sound a lot more guttural, which is why they use the tiger growl and snarls for the lion roars. Most lion sounds you hear are tigers. Now, there are certain things, especially documentaries, that actually show real lion roars, but for the most part, especially if it's a kids show, it's gonna be tigers, not lions, roaring. So to show you an example, I actually have some pulled up on my Chromebook that I will show you what they sound like. So this one here is one that you can find. So this is what lions actually sound like. So that is what we are trying to mimic when we try to make a lion roar. Now, mine is a little bit different than what that would sound like because I am actually a lioness therian, not a lion therian. So, lionesses do sound a little bit different than the normal lion roar that was. They don't have as powerful as of a roar. Theirs is a lot lower. And I could look it up, but why not? I'll look it up. So this is a So that's a lioness roar. It's very similar, obviously, because they're from the same species, but they do sound slightly different. Now, obviously, I do not have the perfect lion roar. I cannot, unless I practice a lot more. I don't think humans are capable of sounding exactly like lions. There's something different. But I have done the best impression I have seen of a real lion roar, so we'll see how this looks, and I'll do it with the mask and without for those of you who want to I'll make this into a short as well, so if you want to duet and try your best lion roar, you can. But I will show you both a tutorial with masks and without, and then I'll do a couple snippets of just me doing that. So the way that I do it is it's actually more of a guttural thing, which is you could see my lion roar is very guttural and doesn't sound exactly like that as I previously stated, but I think it's very similar. But I go from my gut and I try to mimic the way that they look when they roar, which is their stomach goes in, they roar, and then their stomach fills back up. So it's almost like it's more of a diaphragm thing. So if you don't feel your stomach go all the way in and then all the way out, and you'll see it as I'm doing it, but if you don't feel that, then you're not doing it like they do. It's okay if you don't do that. I'm not saying you have to. Some people do things differently, but that's the way I do it to get it as close as I can to that. So, I guess I could start with standing up so that you can see what my body looks like while I'm doing it. And then I'll do on all fours and possibly even with some quads. Mmm. 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 It's also something that I've noticed when I do it is that I feel air, yes, coming out of my mouth, but I feel it more out of my nose. And even though I'm making sound from my mouth, there's a lot of nasal in it as well. Um, it's weird for me to say this out loud because I feel like a lot of people, especially non-Therians, will take this out of context. But it is so hard for people to understand this, which is why I'm trying to, like, I'm trying my best to make a tutorial because, as far as I know, there are no tutorials out there for how to do this. If you have any suggestions about other tutorials I should do, whether that's vocals ones or anything like that, let me know. And I will be glad to. But this is just one that came up, and I've never seen anything like this. So, but like I said, try to project from. It's literally like it goes here, and then almost comes back. But it's hard to explain. But mm, 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 mm. And I know my face looks weird when I do it, but again, I'm trying to copy that. And if you actually watch the actual videos of lions roaring, it's not the little cutesy like roar that you see. They look weird while they're doing it too. So it makes sense that humans would look even weirder. But so let's do. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Another thing with the mask is, especially with ones that you have the longer muzzles for, I don't know exactly how it sounds when you do it in a regular cat mask, but for this one especially, because of the way that I made it, it's like an air trap. And you can really hear my exhales doing that in that one versus even without the mask. But the exhales are also kind of important because you kind of want it to sound. It kind of comes along with it for me. It's not something I even think about when I do it, but I feel like a lot of people have a hard time with that too. But when I do it, mm, mm, you want to get that extra, like almost into it. Like it's that extra little sound that just makes it sound even more authentic. And I guess it just adds a little something to it. You don't have to add that, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It just, like most things in life, and especially with the vocals, it just takes a lot of practice. I've been doing this for honestly probably all of my life, but especially in the past 5 years. And I've watched a lot of documentaries and stuff, which is how I was able to do that and how I was able to know what to do. And it's really funny because we recently went to Disney, as I've shown videos of, and I was the only one there that made the like actual lion roar sound. Everybody else just did because we ended up going to the Lion King, and everybody else did like the roar or whatever, and I actually made the actual sound. I don't know if anybody else heard it, but it was a really cool experience for me because, again, it was just one more of those things that I've been able to do after my awakening that I've always wanted to do, and I've never gotten the chance to. So But yeah, I think I'm gonna do some more quads and stuff. I hope you liked the tutorial. I don't know how good it is. Hopefully I will get better with that as time goes on, because I'm sure I'm gonna get at least one more comment asking for at least one other type of tutorial. So, but let me know if you want anything else.